Hello and welcome to Renewables Unwrapped, where we look at tax, accounting and consulting issues and opportunities that may impact the renewables sector. My name's Sheena McGuinness and I'm a corporate tax partner here at RSM. I also lead the Renewables and Cleantech sector in the UK. Today we're looking at capital allowances and how this tax relief can help renewables businesses. So I'm joined by my colleague Paul Smith to talk us through this relief. Hi Paul, and thank you so much for joining us. Maybe we could start with you giving a brief introduction.
Certainly. Well, thanks for that, Sheena. So I'm Paul Smith. I'm a corporate tax director. I'm dual qualified ATT and MRICS and specialised in capital allowances for around 18 years now, supporting renewables businesses with their capital allowances claims. That's from modelling right through to disposal of the asset.
Perfect, and you don't look old enough to have been doing it for 18 years.
Yeah, you're too kind, thank you.
So perhaps we can start with a fairly noddy question in terms of just a quick recap on capital allowances. What are they?
Yeah, so simply capital allowances are a type of tax relief for business which allows you to deduct some or all of the value of a fixed asset from your profits before you pay tax. A correct and optimised claim will provide significant positive cash flows for business.
Sounds good to me. So why is it important for the renewables sector?
Yeah, well, that's a good question, Sheena. So projects in the renewable sector tend to be capex heavy and also have a particularly high quantum of plant and machinery. You could say a perfect storm for capital allowances. So just think energy from waste plants, wind farms, solar farms. These projects require significant upfront investment and high value capital allowances provide a great way to get value back.
Okay. So the benefits for the renewables sector, aside from the getting the value back, can you talk us through those?
Yeah, I can. So as well as keeping cash in the business, which is maybe the obvious thing and also a very important thing, there's other benefits to think of. For example, financial modelling, an accurate capital allowance position in a model could attract a better rate of interest from lenders, and also taking it along to the other end of the life cycle. When the asset's sold, the allowances have a value for buyers at that point.
Okay, got it. So as opposed to tax losses, when I'm advising clients, quite often the buyer won't assign any value to the tax losses, but you're saying the capital allowances with a nice glossy RSM stamped report that buyers will assign a value to that.
Yeah, very much so. And there's also the risk element attached to a good report, reducing.
Perfect. Yes, reduces negotiations and price chipping, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay. So I have heard rumours of this mythical beast, the super deduction. I believe that it finishes in March 2023. Is it worth talking about that? Can you give us a bit of detail?
I can, yes, and the mythical beast does indeed exist, super deduction. It's a 130% first year allowance for main pool plant and machinery with a 2-year window, as you mentioned, ends in March 2023. I think in this sector with the capex spend, the uncapped nature of it means the value of relief can dramatically impact the cash profile of a project in a positive manner. Certainly, if you've acquired assets in this period, you must be thinking about super deduction.
Got it. Okay. So if people have spent money in that qualifying period, what's your advice?
Well, I think due to the temporary nature of it, the 2-year window causes some issues in terms of claims. So you must consider things like timing of spend, ownership, and there's also a clawback potentially on disposal. So therefore, it's really important you talk to us to make sure everyone is in order to make claims. And although the super deduction ends on the 31st of March, there's still plenty of time to make claims retrospectively.
Okay, good. So we haven't missed the boat on that one. Um, and so this all sounds marvellous. And I'm thinking, why would we not come and talk to you about capital allowances? But have you got any words of advice around any pitfalls that
Well,
our clients should be aware of?
yeah, well, you know me, Sheena. How could there be any pitfalls? I would say that with capital allowances. Perhaps often, we see in the renewables sector, capital allowances claims can be overstated. That's possibly one pitfall. And we see 100% claims, but just we can't have that. And also modelling, don't model for 100% because on any project, 100% tax relief won't be available. And perhaps not a pitfall, but finally, maybe a missed opportunity in the capital allowances market. There's no green incentivisation, and the allowances aren't linked to any green agenda. So that's something that could be picked up on, and maybe we'll hear more about that in the coming months from government.
Got it. Fingers crossed.
I hope
So
so.
thank you so much for joining us, Paul, and for that useful overview. Here at RSM, we have many years of experience within the renewables and clean tech sector. And if you would like more information, please do get in contact with me or visit our website.